Welcome to Bonehead Gaming.
Okay gamers, and welcome back to another Sky Factory 3 Let's Play. Now, I'm going to go for a few additions before we start this week's episode. Okay, so we'll start with an update on our chickens. We now have level 10s, sand, iron, lapis, bone meal, cactus dye, and the wood is not done yet. But you can see we're getting a nice collection. I mean, look at the iron. That is great. Look at the sand. That is amazing. We have also, in addition, made a red dye and a redstone. Now, the redstone is not long been completed. They are both level 10s. So we will slowly now start getting redstone, which is really ideal for what we need for later updates. Getting the flint chickens and the cocoa chickens are there. What I need to do in a later episode is start expanding this out. It's going to be at least double, if not triple, this size again. Other changes I've made. In the effort to try and get ourselves flying, I have made a water chute down there trying to spawn squid. That did not work. I think that's because of the biome it's in. Now if I just go across here, you can see in the biome just under the map there it's Meneglin. Now I have no idea what that is. So if we come across here, the biome should change to beach and or ocean. So we're now getting squid. So my flying ring is one step closer to where we need to be. Don't need the ink sacs at the moment. Oh. And for armour I've got slime boots. So if I jump from too much of a height, I have a nice little bounce. I'll show you that now. So if I come up here and just jump off, wadoing, which means I can fall from a great height without being injured, which is always a wonderful thing. Now, a couple of things I want to be getting done. I probably won't do this in this episode. Stop bouncing. Is loot bags. I have been condensing all these loot bags into the gold one. So it's 4 white, then 4 green, 4 blue, 4 purple, makes 1 gold. So obviously I've got to do the white one 4 times to get 4 green bags, then I've got to do the green bags 4 times, so you can imagine how many times I've had to go through. So I want to get that automated, or at least semi-automated. Ooh. I don't know what this bag is, I've never seen one of these before. Let's have a little darker soto. Ah, just cakes. That is very disappointing. Okay, so this episode, up here, you may notice a slight difference on this area. I have moved all my my sieving stuff around. Now I think I've put diamond meshes in each of them, so I won't keep that permanently. I'm just trying to build up the diamonds and emeralds at the moment. So if we come over here, I have 4 coal generators. Each one is pumping out as much energy as they can. That one's empty. So the 4 coal generators and a cobble gem, which is up to diamond, which is I think, or tier 3 it says at the top. So that pumps the cobblestone into here. That feeds up. Let's just get up there and I'll explain. So the cobblestone feeds up and goes into this auto hammer, which turns it into gravel. 1 gravel goes into the sieve. 1 gravel goes into this auto hammer, which then turns it into sand. We'll see here in a second. There we go. 1 sand goes into the sieve, 1 sand goes into this one. This will turn it into dust. The dust will go into here and sieve away. Everything is powered. Now I'll go back down. Everything comes down into this one chest and all gets sorted. Now I've put a filter onto here, so coal and charcoal will come out and auto feed into these, which is great. Only problem is we don't get a lot of coal at the moment, so I will need to figure a way of doing that out, or reduce the coal generators down, or even get a more powerful generator. I'm not entirely sure on that yet. Now I've made a little changeover by my tinkers as well. Now I showed you before the automated process here. Whoops. But what I've done is I've moved another cobble gen here, which is spitting out cobble gen, straight into a crucible, which is feeding straight into the seared tank. So this is going to be constantly powered now, which is brilliant. Now what I want to do today is the chest that's down here. All of these things, the gold ore pieces, the lead ore, the iron ore, all of the ores basically, I want to start condensing or auto crafting into an ore block, and then potentially either come up to this chest here or feed straight into here. Now I'm not sure about feeding straight into, because obviously ores mix, which is why we have these ones and these ones. But what we're going to need for this is... Ooh, is it the constructor? Crafter? So what we need for this is the crafter tier 1. Now we're going to make the tier 3 because tier 1 is a machine frame, which is 2 lapis, 2 blue dye, 2 gold nuggets and 4 iron makes the frame. Then you need redstone torches and crafting tables. Easy as pie to make. Tier 2, exactly the same recipe apart from tier 1. Tier 3, exactly the same again apart from tier 2. So I've already got it on the table set up here. This is my tier 1. If I take that out, put it in the middle. I now get a tier 2, take it out, put it in the middle. I now get a tier 3. Now, as far as I'm aware, you cannot get any stronger than a tier 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of each of these. Now, I know in the chest downstairs I didn't have all of these, but I don't intend on keeping diamond sieves in there all time. I am going to put them back to the iron sieves. Okay, right, bear me 1 second. Let's clear some of this inventory out. Right, okay, so the first thing we want to do is get this filter sorted. So the filter, we're going to have one of those, one of those, one of those. Basically one of each of these ore pieces. Now we can go back at any time and add additions. I mean, we're not even half full here, so we may do other things in there. We're not sure yet, or I'm not sure I should say. So we'll put the auto filter crafter, let's just put it there for the moment. We'll put that on, put the auto filter in. Now before we do anything, recipe number 1, apply. So we'll put that there. Not very many recipes, so hopefully we should have enough. Let's clear that. Do the next one. Clear that. Make sure we select new recipe every time and press apply each time, otherwise it won't add on. So I'm going to do this for all the recipes. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so we have all our recipes done for the moment. Now we only actually have 1 space spare, so that's not that much. Just for testing purposes at the moment, I'm going to put this chest down. And I don't know if this needs power or not. So here you see the gold's coming in. It's going up, but is it actually producing anything? Speed slow, redstone mode ignored. Remember the current items. Forget the remembered layout. Now I don't know if I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, does this need power? Right, so just on the off chance that this needs power, what am I doing? There we go. Right, we don't seem to be having much happening here at the moment. Right, so everything's going in, but nothing's being created. Why not? Right, so that never done what it's supposed to do. Oh, what is going on? The crafter is a powerful automatic crafting machine that can handle... Yep. The list at the top left allows you to select all the supported recipes. If you select a recipe, you can edit in their grid. The crafter also has internal inventory for crafting results. By inserting a storage filter item, you can also prevent unwanted items. Yep, I'm not worried about that. When a recipe is selected, allow your control authority to keep at least a single item. Right, so I'm hoping because this didn't have any energy in it, and that's the one I connected it to, that's where the problem's right. Yeah, there we go. We see we got power coming in now. Brilliant. Doesn't appear to be anything getting crafted yet. So that's one problem fixed. Let's turn speed on to fast. There we go. Whoa, that is fast. Let's just keep it on slow for the minute. So here we go, we have got stuff coming out. That is brilliant. Now the other thing we could possibly do is an auto smelter. Now, smelter, an alloy smelter. I think we should be able to make one of these fairly easily. So let's go get a few materials. Maybe instead of getting everything to go through here, because this can block, we'll just take a few stacks of iron a minute. Speaking of which, we can put these ones back. There you go, that's that sorted. Okay, so let's go back to our crafting table. We want the alloy smelter. Capacitor, 1 copper. I think I've got some gold nuggets over here. One copper. Now I am going to have to figure out some sort of better power source soon, because these alloy smelters are really struggling. Right, let's go steal some cobblestone. Let's make 3 furnaces. Oh, what am I doing? Is that everything? I thought I just made that. Ah, I gotta make the iron bars. Right, there we go. Now we've got the alloy smelter. Now, I'm assuming this will need power as well. Gotta stop doing that. Now, I'll tidy all this up later on. I'm literally just putting things down at the moment just to get an idea of where stuff's gonna, or how stuff works. Ooh, yep, you got RF as well, so that's more power needed. No, let's connect this up to the main bank of power, so it's not just feeding from that one thing. And I'll also do the same for this one here. Now what I can do is this nice little wrench, which is quite easy to make. Wait, let me click on the UI. So wrench, that one there, 1 redstone, 1 dye or floral powder, and 3 iron. So what I can do now, so it's not feeding from this one directly, is right click. Right click in the middle, sorry, and it removes that part, so it stops pipes all getting connected up and confusing each other. Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing, don't know what I'm doing. Right, there we go. So those ingots there. Do I have another chest? Let's put that chest, where are we going? There. put that on, get the transfer nodes back out, and that should start transferring stuff out. Alloys only, furnace only, it's all smelting, show recipes, don't need to worry about that. Configure IO, right, so that bit is a push, so hopefully that number's down, and we got some ingots coming out, brilliant. Now I believe we can put something in there to speed it up. I don't know if I have the parts. Let's have a quick. Alright, I'm going to have a look down in my chest down here. So with my new boots, timber. Let's try not to bounce off the edge. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Hold crouch. Okay. That was a little bit too... Oh, that was a bit too much. So what I'm looking for is these things here. So I saw one then before I clicked. Why did I click? There it is. Right, so... Oh, not the trash. That's filled up. Right. I've got a basic capacitor and an octadic. So... increases energy storage and speed range of machines. And that's just basic. Getting a bit loud, so I'm going to go back up top and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, so back to our machines. This one... Why are you not doing any more? Oh, I forgot the red... Right, reapply that. And that actually goes very bloody quick. So as soon as we get any of those ores... I mean, that's reduced the bucket down massively. But back to the alloy smelter, we have the basic capacitor, which if I put in... No. There you go, I could put the octane capacitor in there, and that does increase energy storage and speed range of machine, so that's brilliant. Now I'm going to tidy this all up off camera. Why is that? Oh, everything's still in that box there, it hasn't been smelted yet, so this should be gold coming through now, brilliant. Now I do want to be getting some sort of storage system on the go at the moment because I really have nothing, everything's scattered around here and there. There is one last thing I'm going to show you and a little treat before we finish. Now to create the red wrench I needed red dye, so this is why I made these two green platforms here. Trying to use that little farm down there was only giving me white and blue flowers. That was exactly the same, and that's due to the zone I'm in. So again, above the mini-map, you can see that it is Meneglin or map, or whatever the hell that area is. This one here is beach, and this one here is beach. There was an ocean here somewhere. There we go, ocean. Now this funky little platform, this is where I'm going to be doing some chance cubes. Now I've done one, I've basically done a platform over here, put it down, and it gave me a load of sheep and coloured wool. And I thought this funky little area can be our chance cube area. Now if a nuke goes off, however, whole base is gone, server's gone, and I'm giving up playing because balls to that. But for the end of the episode... Ah, really? So I use a chance cube and I get 20 seconds of poison. Absolutely brilliant. So much for an epic episode finale on that one. Oh well guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like the episode, do like, and if you enjoyed what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Happy gaming guys, bye!